I think I should congratulate President Tinubu for deceiving us again. I've been in government. Throughout President Buhari's time, each time there was attack, government would say, we condemn, we were on top of the situation, we will deal. The moment the president made this statement, the terrorists become emboldened and attack more. So, what has spiked up this current attack is the statement of government that President Tinubu has said, oh, I have changed the service chiefs, we want to rejig. At this very serious statement, do we need to know that one? When the terrorists are planning to kidnap generals, do they announce it? Why would a serious government trying to deal with an existential threat like this go on the propaganda of telling Nigerians, making us to think that we are safe so that we will not loosen up and the terrorists will be kidnapping us? That's not, is that when the Americans came here and rescued their citizens, did we hear anything from America? Until when they finish. A very serious government will not be discussing security issues on the television.
I have a question for President Tinubu of Nigeria. How dare you? How dare you pat yourself on the back and take credit for the return of the schoolgirls abducted in Kebbi State, the return of the worshippers abducted in Kwara State, and the return of 50 out of over 200 missing students from the Catholic school in Niger State. How dare you? How dare you deceive Nigerians into thinking you took active military action to rescue and recover with no evidence of kidnappers apprehended, terrorists arrested, or even armed terrorists shot on sight for trying to resist the rescue and recover mission? That's because there was no rescue and recovery mission. And there is none because you are busy negotiating and paying these bastards with Nigerian taxpayers' money. You walking embodiment of a political corpse. How dare you gaslight Nigerians into thinking you're a competent commander-in-chief when you're absolutely nothing of the sort. The audacity to treat Nigerians as though, well, be grateful, I got the girls back, I got the students back, I got the people. No. That's your freaking job. Your job is to deliver security and justice. How can there possibly be security and justice for Nigerians when the very people who commit these vile crimes, including murder and rape, are waltzing around Nigeria without fear of consequence and the effrontery to carry on committing these crimes with impunity? And the only reason Tinubu is keeping up the appearance of actively doing something is because of this racist imperialist fool Trump's threat to invade Nigeria. Because that would directly impact Tinubu's political ambition to be president of Nigeria for another term. And definitely the pay packet of him and his political cronies. These people don't care about Nigerians, not Trump and definitely not Tinubu and his predecessors of incompetent Nigerian presidents who lack the political will to eradicate terrorism and the kidnap to ransom industry because they benefit from it and they take Nigerians for fools and for granted. Because explain to us, how do you rescue and recover people and the people you're rescuing and recovering them from are what? Are they taking a walk? Were they at a party, asleep, comatose? Or they just, go there and they're all moron. They just let you take them. How did that work out? Because you really must take Nigerians for fools. The bottom line is that the policy of the Nigerian government is to negotiate and pay these terrorists. And the only reason we're seeing Tinubu and his ilk appear to actively do something is because of the current international focus in Nigeria and the weaponization of Nigeria by this racist imperialist fool, Donald Trump. Take a listen to the former governor of Kaduna State.
What I will not do, okay, is to pay bandits, give them monthly allowance, or send food to them in the name of non-kinetic. It's nonsense. We are empowering bandits. It's not the government of Kaduna State. It's a national policy driven by the Office of the National Security Advisor, and Kaduna is part of it. Many states are objecting to that, but that is the policy now. Chase the bandits. That's the new policy.
You heard that. The national policy is to pay these bloody terrorists. And can you just stop calling these terrorist bandits? They are not bandits, they're terrorists. Language matters. And let me tell you, the Nigerian government knows exactly who these terrorists are. They know them by name, they know them by face, they know where they're from, they know who their families are, they know them on freaking sight. They have peace meetings with them. Peace will show lenso. What kind of useless peace are you negotiating? Peace without justice is no freaking peace. These terrorists that are killing, murdering Nigerians should be locked up in prison, and the only time they leave prison is in the freaking coffin. Peace call. Peace is me.
Don't talk. I have said it. I have been saying it countless times. 99.9% of those people working with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu in the presidency, Eleribu ni won. When you are looking for Eleribu somebody, they are the real definition of Eleribu. So, everybody is aware that presidency has called for meeting. Governing council, state council, intelligence, security, IG of police, DSS, everybody, they have gathered meeting. We are all anticipating that at least something to cool our mind and know that this banditry is gonna be a matter of history very soon, because the bandits itself, they don't update us saying that government give them ammunition. It's not hidden. The only thing that escape from that meeting where una give us as updates say Asiwaju dey sleep. Sheripe lori buruku len to post photo yen. Sheripe leri ibu len to post photo yen. What are you trying to, which message are you passing with that picture? That we're on our own. That Asiwaju no yet won gbo pa. So we are on our own like this. Everything they went to tell Baba Asiwaju no here, oti sonlo, oti honola. And we were here waiting for positive response. Now only photo escape. Now this kind of photo you supposed to post at this crucial moment. Waiting we do na shefe power ni. Well, as it is, me, I've started to think of how to go and look for citizenship in Cotonou and leave this Nigeria for you people. Drop on a passport, go find another country where no go buy me before my time. Because I'm not understanding. Now, before they say they want to charge me for felony or treason or fellowship or anything, who is the current president of Nigeria? Shena Asiwaju Abina Gumi. Because Nagumi they tell us now say if you release Nnamdi Kanu. Nagumi they tell us now say they are going to put bandits, advising they put them in the budget. Nagumi they tell us everything where possible with our fear and banditry. This thing don't they be like saying a joke? It's like you people are just whining us and cajoling us. You people don't have our interest at heart. Because go ahead, bandits is doing TikTok live, and where we are here, we are panicking. Asiwaju is sleeping. But Abayo is spewing gibberish nonsense. But Abayo, that small beer will remain for here. Come on, make we know say na small man brain dey your big head. If not, a whole APC spokesperson, presidency spokesperson, which award they give you. You go on national TV and lost on yama ori till lebiwa ori what if you po moi but about onuga what if ori yin le moi. If you don't know what to say, sit down at home. Don't come and give us Jagbajantis update. We are looking for correct update that we will know that our government is taking us serious.
Know how you go about doing these things.
And you don't post what on your tia on the down you. Because you just change our mood that obviously Asiwaju out is so long eko ban kankan Auntie Remi abeg help us tell them when they see them tell Baba if you reach house. First lady waiting them talk, waiting IG all of them talk, make we help us tell Baba, because like this me I don't know anybody. Now Asiwaju I hope for neck. Now Asiwaju be the president.
In all ramifications, APC is a terrorist party. Even the PDP is not far from that description or nomenclature. How did we get terrorists to being our leaders. Now let's take a rundown from the inception of the democratic dispensation. When Obasanjo came in, he was a man that loved education. It's even on record that he went to even do his PhD at the National Open University. That's a man that was still pushing to get a requisite education even at his age. Because in the army, they have schools that is almost the equivalent to a university. Then after Obasanjo, Yaradua came, that guy was a graduate, he did his best. Then Goodluck Jonathan came. He has a PhD. Then after that, in fact, when he was there, the Hawks, those who had lived their life lying, forging certificates, came together and said, we must do something. They went to America and clamored for change. And now, they were handed over the reins of power. So what has happened? There is anarchy everywhere. They don't even have the capacity to rein in on their foot soldiers, which are the terrorists. Everyone knows that APC came to power through the help of the terrorists. The baboon and monkeys that we soak in blood that Buhari promised is now happening. And you see President Tinubu is neither here nor there. He can't really come out to speak because the terrorists are his cohorts. I dare him to come out and say, right now we are going to disarm the Fulani terrorists and the Boko Haram. He won't say it. They will be holding irrelevant meetings. That's how Buhari did every day, meeting with defense chiefs, military chiefs, and nothing will come out of it. They are just buying time. They know what they are doing. But thanks be to God, the triumph of the wicked is short. Thanks be to God. The wicked will run when no man pursues. The world is watching. You guys lied to Nigerians, but now the world sees beyond the facade of your lies. APC, repent. PDP, repent. A thriving nation with some of the most educated demography. You guys destroyed them. May God help us.
Nigeria is bleeding. For the sake of humanity, I have to make this video even if it makes me lose friends or associates. You see, recent activities of insecurity has called for real sober reflection. And I see a lot of people calling on the president. And why not, if not? President Tinubu is obligated to answer every question being asked at this time. Because why do we keep losing innocent Nigerians to insecurity? We demand real answers and viable solutions from the man we elected to be GCFR, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, saddled with the responsibilities of protecting his citizens. But let's get this straight. In tackling any problem, you need to understand first what the problem is. And that's why I have an issue with Nigerian youths claiming to be woke, but are failing to connect the dots. Now, let me take you on a line of thought, and this will result in my first question. Now, you remember the last time power shifted to the south? Not this one President Tinubu is doing now. I mean, Goodluck Jonathan's tenure. You remember how it was then? Everything we are experiencing now, we are experiencing it then, even more. How many people Boko Haram they chop now? During Goodluck Jonathan's tenure, it was more, way more. You hear Boko Haram kill people in hundreds. During Goodluck Jonathan's tenure, although even if now one life, we lose to insecurity for this country, to banditry, to kidnapping. You've just ended a dream, you've ended a career, you've ended some people's hope, you've ended life that could be avoided if we have the better security system in place. That is what it is. But anything we are experiencing it now, we experienced it even more. Is it the Chibok girls that I want to talk about? Oh, we are talking about them abducting 25 girls now. Chibok girls, over 200 girls were abducted. But are we asking ourselves that why is it that any time power shifts from the north to the south is when we experience this insecurity more? I will take you on another line of thought, and then I would ask my second question. 3 weeks ago, Donald Trump, President of the United States, came out and he claimed there is a Christian genocide in Nigeria. And after he made that claim, even cities that have been attacked came out to say, of course we are being attacked, but this is not directed to any faith. This is case of insecurity we are experiencing in Nigeria. But guess what? Since he made that statement 3 weeks ago till now, Nigeria has experienced multiple attacks, more in recent time than before he made that statement. Let's just take President Tinubu's administration. Since 2023 up until now, we've experienced more cases of insecurity, attacks here and there, than we've had since 2023 up till before the last 3 weeks when Donald Trump made that statement. All of a sudden, Boko Haram and ISWAP that seems to be dying down, boom, a new wave of it. All of a sudden, boom, they don't buy army general. All of a sudden, boom, they're back to abducting school girls. All of a sudden, Donald Trump claimed there's a Christian genocide in Nigeria, and boom, in Kwara State, a CSC church was just holding service, and look at the attack. All of a sudden, new terrorist groups are springing up. And since Donald Trump made that statement 6 weeks ago until now, we've lost over 800 Nigerians, including police officers, soldiers, in fact, an army general, inclusive. And I ask my second question. As a Nigerian, or a lover of Nigeria, or a lover of humanity, can you not see the place of politics being played in all of this? I'm talking local and international politics now. Are you taking note that content creators, influencers, bloggers that amplify these insecurity things the most are pro-haters of President Tinubu's administration since day one? At some point, I've seen lovers of President Tinubu, content creators that support President Tinubu's administration, come out and say, oh, opposition, now what do you want to campaign with? Now that we've sensitized the public and we've made them understand that the reason why dollar is about 1415 now is because we stopped dollar padding and we stopped the multiple exchange rate. Oh, the reason why fuel is about a 1,000 naira to a liter is because we are no longer involving in fuel subsidy, and the money gotten from this, your governors now get more allocations. You can see these projects going on here, going on there. Now there's no ASU strike. We now have the student loan in place and all of this. Now, what do you people want to campaign with against President Tinubu come 2027? Boom, there comes insecurity. In less than 3 weeks, all of this is happening, and next thing you hear them say, Tinubu should resign. And they are making you think that for you to be woke is for you to join that bandwagon of Tinubu should resign. And I ask you, resign for who? That is why when they come out to talk about all of these things, before you know, they're already drifting. Next thing you hear them say, it no go better for those who vote Tinubu, Ogun go kill those who vote Tinubu. To them, it's about who vote for who and who did not vote for who, and who will vote for who come 2027. They are not doing this out of the compassion for humanity. This is not making excuses for the government. Let's hold our leaders accountable, of course. Let's hold ourselves accountable too for the narratives we choose to amplify, the agendas we choose to support, and the truths we choose to ignore. God bless Nigeria.
Good day to our viewers all over the world, and welcome back to Local Journal. President Tinubu, it is time for you to wake up to your responsibility, because this was not the oath you swore. It's one oath to protect the lives of Nigerians and to ensure that there's peace in Nigeria, that there is a very peaceful working environment for every Nigerian. But this is not what we are witnessing today. In the Nigeria of today, people are being unalived every day. People are being kidnapped. People are being exterminated from their ancestral land, and people are in IDP camps because of the one-time attack they experience in their community. Yet your supporters come out with conspiracy theory, saying that the people who are against your government or the oppositions are the ones behind this whole attack and killing that is going on in the country. This is not true, because this was the same thing that played out during Jonathan's government. As much as we can blame the politicians for what we are facing in Nigeria and for the problems of Nigeria, the bulk of security falls at your table, and you have the political will and you have everything it takes to wipe out insecurity if you want to do it. So And according to your tweet, when former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was the president of this country, you say that the bulk of security and everything falls to the president's table and he should be held responsible. So in your word and in the same vein, we hold you responsible for everything that is happening in Nigeria, and you need to wake up to your responsibility. You need to wake up to guide, to protect the lives of Nigerians, because what we are witnessing today was never thought about under your government. This was not the promises you made to Nigerians. And Nigerians are growing out of patience. They are running out of patience because of what is happening, because in the nearest future now, or in no distant time, people might resort to self-defense and something that might throw this country eventually into anarchy, and this is not what we are praying for. So of course, if you don't want us to get to that place, or for Nigeria to like kind of degenerate into that extent or that condition, it is time for you to act. For those ones who are playing this card of victimization and who are trying to play this victim card, the president is the victim and people are waging war against him, are waging political war against him. This is not true. As much as we don't deny this fact, the president has everything it takes. He has all it takes to like kind of defeat people who are against the country and those ones who are working against his government, and to ensure that Nigerians, innocent Nigerians, pay the ultimate price. So if he's not capable of handling the security problems and challenges we are having in this country, it's not a bad thing if you invite people who have the wherewithal to come and help you. It's just a thing of pride when you know that, okay, you can't solve this problem, yet you don't want an external body so that they won't call you a weakling, is what is affecting Nigeria. Because President Trump promised to come help Nigeria and to come salvage the issue, but they painted it and gave it a religious connotation, because he like stated that there's a Christian genocide going on in Nigeria. So the Muslim communities and other people supporting this administration felt like it to be a slap on the Muslims and a slap on Tinubu's administration for the US to come and help Nigeria. But it's obvious that you cannot solve your problem. So why won't you allow somebody who is capable of solving that problem for you to come in and help you solve the problem, if it's not a thing of pride? But what you're trying to avoid might come upon you if care is not taken, because if this whole killing continues, Nigerians are going to resort to other means, and this might throw the country into chaos. So for your advisors who are advising you, who are giving you wrong advice and not telling you the truth, it's time for you to wake up to the reality and to know what is actually happening in Nigeria. Not for all those sycophants that come to your place just because they want position, because they want money, and who downplay what is happening, the effect, the impact of what is happening in the country, just to get favor in your sight or whatsoever. So for me, those ones are not doing you any good. They are not doing your government any good. They are not helping your government at all. Instead, they are causing an eternal collapse to your government. So it's time for you to wake up to the realities of the challenges facing your government and facing Nigeria. This is my opinion on this. Kindly drop what you think about this in the comment section. And if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.